Have you ever been at that point in your life that you feel like moving to a different location and starting all over again? Or you wish some years were given to you to go back in time and do some things differently? I was at that stage of my life a year ago, and this is my story. Last year was a very trying year for me. I was emotionally down. I felt like at the stage I was, there were so many things I should have achieved, I should have attained that I hadn't attained. I felt like a lot of things were not working well with me, like the way I wanted them to work out. There were so many things not figured out in my life, which I wish they were. Like I was living on a survival mood, more like existing and not living the life that I would love to live. So I was caught up at that point. I felt small, limited, stagnated, so many emotional struggle going on within me. I was broken, I was devastated, I was overwhelmed. It was at this point of my life that I began to desperately seek for help. I could recall on my birthday eve, that is the night before my birthday, I wailed deeply, calling on God for help, telling God that I don't want what is happening to me or the life I was living at that moment. I had a lot of things not figured out. I wasn't satisfied with the way things were working, domestically, relationship, career-wise. I wasn't happy about the events surrounding my life at that moment, and I needed a change. I needed a difference in my life, in my living. I wasn't working according to God's purpose in my life. I knew what I wanted to do, what I was passionate about, what my purpose was about, but I was not in any way in line with that purpose. So last year, in my state of brokenness and my desperate need for a change, I cried to God, held on to God, and told God, please, I need a renewal, I need a revival. Show me the way, draw me closer to you. I want to know you personally. I want to have an intentional relationship with you. And indeed, God came through. God began to bring people. Some were people I encountered in the past somewhere along the line, but we were disconnected. Some were people I got to know as at that last year. God began to bring strategic people into my life, positive and impactful individuals. One of such was Pastor Sonny Orok. He gave me a very wonderful book, Supernatural Transformation by Guillermo Maldonado. He said something. He was like, I want you to read this book to the end. And I don't just want you to read the book. I want you to digest the book and live the book. And indeed, his desire for me by giving me that book totally played out. I read the book. I practically fell in love with the book. 1 year down the line, my life is completely transformed. I'm radiating the glory of God. God has come true for me in so many ways. And most importantly, I am enjoying the joy of the Lord, the peace of the Lord that surpasses all understanding. Most times, we build a need-based relationship with Him. We are close to God. We go to church. We attend fellowship because there is something we want God to do for us. So it's more as if you don't get your prayers answered, there is no need serving God. And that is why sometimes when we are faced with tribulations, we backslide, we withdraw from God because we feel like if God cannot come true for us at that point of need, then why are we serving Him? Or sometimes when we are satisfied, everything seems to be going well for us. We seem to have all that we need at that moment. We forget about God because it seems as if there is no need for God. Can you remember the last time you prayed to God, just thanking Him and singing praises without mentioning any request? Most times you go to God, if you're not asking for healing, you're asking for financial assistance, for marital settlement, academic excellence, excelling in career, fruits of the womb, and the rest of them. If we can be intentional about building a relationship with God that is outside our need, then we will come to enjoy the full presence of God in us. And in any situation you find yourself, favorable or unfavorable, the joy and peace of God will always be your strength. I'm excited to announce to you that this is the most beautiful feeling you can ever have. Walking with God, dwelling in the presence of God, having a one-on-one relationship with God. Like the Bible says, come unto me, all you that are labored and heavy laden, and I will give you rest. God is always there to give you rest. So whatever be your burden, whatever be your challenge, your pains, trauma, whatever is it that you have gone through in life, God can take the burden away and give you absolute peace, and you will live a purposeful life. You will live a fulfilled life. I hope this message was impactful. If it was, please do well to leave a comment below. Subscribe to this channel. Hit the notification bell to get notification whenever I post similar content. And as well, share this video. You might be connected to someone who needs the message. See you in my next video. Bye.